Hey, what's up guys, Marsleaf here, back to do another first person video versus Technique. Now this is my third attempt at actually starting this intro because of course Technique kept losing his engineer at the start of the game. Not sure if he's nervous or what. Anyways, I told him I would record, I asked him for permission and of course he said yeah, that's cool. But ever since I told him that, he's been losing games due to stupid little things in the early game. So yeah, last game I went for a Desint opening and he kind of expected it, so he left some cabals at his Tib field, which is honestly a solid plan because Trav have very limited options as far as early game openers are concerned, so it's absolutely correct to go for a few cabals and leave them in your field. It's not like Traveler's going to rush you with Seekers. I mean, yeah, right, Seeker Rush versus Black Hand. As if that's going to work. So yeah, as far as rushes is concerned, only Desint Rush is viable, as pretty much any Scrin faction. Well, actually no, that's not right, because Scrin have Devourer tanks, so they can do like a DevCore rush. And Aeonian in the past was very good at executing such rush. Anyways, we're going to see if we can get into his... Oh my god, he's actually going for my spike. Interesting. I'm not sure if I can get there in time. Oh, actually, I wonder if I could have taken out all those cabals. Unlikely, though he is going to take my spike, which is a little bit of a shame. A bit of poker going on here because, of course, both of us... But yeah, what if I didn't go for... If I went for Desint, he wouldn't have any units here, so he would have lost a Harvester. How is this guy... I mean, how is he doing this? He's predicting what I'm going to do before I even do it. So guys, I have no idea how this guy is doing this right now. Yeah, but I want to scout for an operation center here, see if he's going to do an op center rush or if he's simply just going to play standard. I need to take my spike back. Like, honestly, I need that spike. And he's probably likely going to go for a tier 2 or an operation or a secondary war factory. He's probably going to make a buggy to try and kill my assimilator. And of course, these two buzzers we want to keep away from that cabal, as of course cabals are very, very powerful. And yep. Okay, we want to get this assimilator out pretty quickly, as of course we need that spike. So yeah, see if we can get his buggy out in time to kill my assimilator. Probably will do, unless he isn't informed that my drone ship is here. Though I am 99% certain he went for the... Yeah, I think he knew that I expanded here. Okay, that's bad. He knows I have Desints there. Alright, okay. So we'll just build some of these at home. No worries. And we'll just mass these Desints at our home base. And I expect he will be expanding at the moment. We'll keep the stasis chamber actually. Go for another harvester. Probably will begin to leech that blue Tiberium field right there. So yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if he's going to start building harvesters or if he's going to continuously make units. Yeah, Technique doing a good job scouting the perimeters of my base, which is very, very sound plan. Going to take out my power plant as well, which is also a solid idea. Alright, and that power plant is actually quite vital for me to keep. Alright, and see if we can take out some of these buggies right here. And that'll be enough for those disintegrators. And yep, we want to get the refinery up now. Focus down these buggies. We have 18 Desints now. With the nerf, these Desints are not going to be as powerful as before. As you can see, they're just dropping like flies right now. They're not even accomplishing very much versus these buggies as they did previously in the past. But yeah, due to me losing my I've got more than one harvester there already, so yeah. I think at this point I need to go for defense. Alright, so he's just got mainly buggies now. I think I'm ahead economically. Oh, actually, never mind, because he has bikes. So that will be the end of my expansion right now. And we'll have to send these harvesters back home. And yeah, it seems like I'm going to probably take too much economic damage here. And I'll probably say GG. Because that was far too many losses. And this game was decided mostly on that spike because it got captured from me. And in this game, in 1v1 particularly, it's important that you maintain control over over Tiberium spikes. Whoever has a spike advantage generally wins if they are the aggressor. Alright guys, so Marsleaf here, back to do another game versus Technique. Hopefully this one turns out to be better. I switched my faction to Reaper because versus 2 War Factory Tier 1 all-ins, we need Seekers with shields to handle that. So, yep, we're going to take our spike as usual. And I'm not sure why I built a buzzer first, but regardless, we'll send it there. And I think another buzzer for the top bunker so we can reveal the shroud in those areas. Areas that Technique will love to send units such as flame tanks to get some nice surprise attacks off. Of course, you want to scout those areas as a Scrin faction because flame tanks are pretty much the bane of your existence. So he's going to just send one Cabal through the middle. Of course, he doesn't have to worry about Descent rushes since I am, of course, a Scrin faction. Well, not Traveller, but just regular old Scrin. He didn't really invest much in Cabals, which is understandable. If he anti-scouts this buzzer, then I will have to go for a Seeker Scout, or I could just build my Tier 2 after my second refinery for either flame tanks and or the Tib scan, which is free with Reaper 17. So you can build your Tier 2 scan for how many harvesters he has and determine if he's rushing or not. And if he is, you can keep your Tier 2 for Devour tanks. If not, you can sell your Tier 2 and get your 4th harvester out sooner. So that's always a nice little perk of playing Reaper 17 over the other factions. So yeah, he's going to get a slightly quicker expansion over me, though I didn't invest that much resources into buzzers, though this build delay will make his second War Factory, if he decides to go for one, a little bit faster than mine. I'm actually considering of just not going for a dual War Factory. I'm going to see if he's planning to go for a secondary War Factory on 4 harvesters or if he's simply going to go for a refinery. It'll be interesting to see whether or not that's the case. And we can probably analyze that by seeing if he's going for a 5th harvester right now. I already have my 5th harvester out. He is somewhat delayed with his 5th. And he's going for a 5th harvester here. So yeah, I'm not sure if he's going for a rush or what. Yeah, he's just going to plant down his refinery, so he's not planning to go for any kind of aggression thus far. And yep, we want to get the power plant up. I'm going to try and harass his base right now and throw down the lightning spike here as well. Maybe get some good damage off on this harvester. And of course he will be rushing now to get his War Factory up, which he does. So yeah, I'm pretty much miles behind of him when it comes to expansions. I want to get the drones up here as soon as possible as well. And the drones, of course, that's what we want. Right, so we'll focus on this Seeker right here. Get that down, and oh, he's going to try and burn down my spike. Of course, we want to try and maintain this spike alive. Which we do for the moment, but I believe that I will be overwhelmed here by his forces. I'm going for a secondary refinery when in fact I don't have to do that. That rush could have came a lot sooner. I should have done that on 4 harvesters, because with the 5th harvester I think it will delay this rush timing. And he's miles ahead of me. I'm not sure how he's able to get so ahead. But maybe it's because he's building faster than me or something. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, we can probably afford to just GG out of this game and go on to the next one. Okay guys, so yet again another game versus Technique. I'm just going to keep playing until I actually win a game, until I play decently. So I'm going to play Reaper 17, Technique going Nod this time. And we're going to play on a wider map, so the games aren't going to be over in 5 minutes due to some form of poker or rush. We're going to take our Spike as always on this map. And he is Nod, so I still need to scout him, but I don't need to invest as many resources into scouting units as if I'm playing versus Black Hand. So we'll get, I think, perhaps maybe 6 buzzers. That'll be ample buzzers to handle about 3 to 4 militant squads. The militant squads, from my experience, are relatively good versus buzzers. Cost to cost, militants are very good versus buzzers. So hopefully he doesn't draft too many of them. And Technique, he still has the rushing options that he had available to him before. Knowing him though, he's probably going to go and spam a load of Scorpion tanks and get his technology assembler up, and with his tech center up he will be able to get the laser capacitor upgrade, and that's how he'll most likely play this game out. So he's gonna anti-scout me here. I could have done a better job at splitting my buzzers up, but it's hard to know if he's going to be doing that or not. I'm not sure how I got stuck into waypoint mode right there, but yeah, in this game you do get stuck in waypoint mode occasionally. And since I didn't scout him, I have to go for Seekers now, because I have to anticipate a rush coming out of him. And with these Seekers I'll be able to either counter his rush or put on some pressure. If he goes eco and goes for a second war factory, then I will obviously be behind doing this, but obviously that's a risk I have to take since I didn't get a scout off in his base, and some of the rush options that Nod have available to them this early on makes them very lethal if unscouted. At the moment, Technique has the advantage over me, simply because he took out all my buzzers and I have no way of scouting him. So we'll send this buzzer into his base and see if we can do some harassment on him. I'm not sure if he's got any Reckoner. He's going for a secondary war factory. Okay, that's interesting. And want to yet again get the lightning spike up. Again, I need my resources. So here's a harvester. Might be able to take that out. We want to take this harvester out real quick. And we'll take that out real quick, and as well as these bikes here. We want to try and focus down these bikes pretty effectively. And yeah, he's just going to hold with his bikes here. He's going to not necessarily engage me just yet. He's going to pick off my units one at a time. And he did just exactly what I thought he would do. He isn't playing stupid, he's playing quite smart. And myself, I'm just playing reactive to what he's doing, essentially, at this point in the game. So, yeah, I have to just basically go for Seekers now. And I would have kept that tier 2 for shields if I had income, but at the moment I do not have any income. So I'm afraid I cannot go for them. He's probably going to be spamming harvesters now. He has 4 harvesters out, now a 5th one. Oh, I'm going to lose my harvester here as well, that's bad. And yeah, that's a loss I could not afford. But at the moment I'm going to take out one of his harvesters. Again, that's probably a bit unnecessary from Technique. But I should be able to get this one without any problem. And that will get taken out rather effectively, so that's pretty nice. And we're going to now send those to his base. And I'm not sure where his bikes disappeared to. Okay, they are back at base, so we can afford to put some pressure on him. See if he's expanded right now. Sell one of these raw factories off so we can speed up the recovery process. I need to recover versus Technique now. I'm not sure if he has a refinery up or what, but I'd expect he will be ahead of me because I went for early Seeker tanks. Yeah, I need to go for more Seekers now. So I'm kind of trying to make a trade-off between units and economy. Of course, that's quite important that you know how to do that in this matchup. It's important that you don't over commit with units, and it's important that you don't get too greedy with economy. Otherwise, your opponent will just steamroll you in the end. Yeah, he's going to take out my spike right there, and I'm just giving him time to recover, but I need the time also to get my eco up. And I'm thinking of just splitting some of these units off to do some harass on him. But yeah, I need to get my tier 2 up so I can get the my force field generators up. Because I'm going to need those force fields up, obviously, to compete with his Scorpion tanks when upgraded with Dozer blades, obviously. So yeah, we'll start working on that upgrade as soon as possible. And I'm going for my tier 3 right now. I was originally thinking of going for a second war factory, but I think the tier 3 is better so I can get my shards upgrade. See if he's leeching some Tiberium here. Not sure if he is or not, but we're just going to keep spamming Seekers. And we want to get those at our tip field right now. Or actually no, we could just send them to intercept his bikes. Okay, get this harvester back because he's got a load of bikes out and about. And those can be quite an issue for us. So yeah, he's going for Scorpion tanks now, but I feel I will have the upgrade before him because I went for my tier 3 prior to anything else. So yeah, he sees that I have a bunch of Seekers right there. I'm just going to try and contain him in the meantime. I'm doing this all on a minimal economy. But I want to try and just be as patient as possible. At the same time, though, I want to launch a timing attack on Technique. I want to try and join these Seekers up together so I can form a big attack versus him. And when my shards is done, I should be able to get a decent engagement. Sell this refinery off as well. And we need the funds, obviously, to complete the upgrade. We need the upgrade up as soon as possible. And we're not going to engage until, of course, that is completed. And we have the stasis shield as well. Upgrade not done, so again, we're just going to pull back here. We're not no need to engage until we have that upgrade done. And we'll now go in because I feel that the timing is on my side. And I will be able to bubble some of those Scorpion tanks while I finish the other ones off. Alright, now we'll go into tripods. So for tripod spam, we want to just do that. Alright, so I stasis a nice chunk of his tanks. So I will be able to just go in here and take out all of his tanks pretty effectively. So yeah, it's important that I take advantage of this support power I just thrown down on him. And he just did get lasers done. But he's going to, again, find it difficult to hold off versus these Seekers. And while those do a good job versus Seekers, if I have so many Seekers here, he's going to, again, find it difficult to hold off. And see if we can hold those off. yeah, these harvesters, I'm losing a bit too many of them here. But I didn't expect him to get his laser upgrade done before I had my shards. So yeah, I don't think I made a mistake there. We were both on even terms, but with the bikes he had coming around the side, he did manage to kill a lot of my harvesters, and as a result I will lose this game. So that is GG. 3-0 to Technique so far. Again, hopefully I can win a game in this series. But I don't think I made any glaring mistakes in that game. I just didn't get a scout off early on, so I expected him to rush. And of course I'm kept alive by these repair drones in the fog of war. Those count as a building when you're not, when you're dead. So that's 3-0 to Technique so far. Hopefully, again, I do better. But yeah, that was probably the best game of this series so far versus Technique. And as you can see, he was ahead economically. I thought I did have an edge with my units. Perhaps I could have picked the engagement sooner, but not to be, I'm afraid. So I think maybe I will now switch to perhaps Black Hand, see how that goes. I'll go to Black Hand and maybe see if I can win a game in an odd mirror versus Technique. And we'll play on an EA map this time. The map will be Tournament Rift. And yeah, Technique, he's got so much practice versus Scrin factions, specifically because he played a lot of games versus me. And he has gone for GDI. And not sure, oh, this does happen occasionally when players alt-tab to desktop. They do, a DC screen does appear when they do that. So yeah, seeing how he's GDI, would I expect him to go snipers if I went for a disciple opening? Probably, yeah. So we will avoid going for disciple opening here and just play standard. We'll get a Cabal squad out as well from the barracks, so that if he goes for a triple rifle down the middle, I can kill those rifles quite effectively. And we got this engineer chilling next to the spike. Of course, I have to wait until my refinery is done before I have the opportunity to get that $500 bonus from a spike capture. Of course, that's only granted once. The first player who captures it will receive that. So here we go. He's trying to sneak a rifle squad at the top of the map. Of course, it's important for players, factions that are not nods, to counter one another. Alright, so let's see if he went for that sniper opening, or maybe he did not. Of course, it's normal to see that he got that building first because his scouting squads are faster. I'm going to go for a flame tank rush and expand. Alright, we'll expand and get some flame tanks up. Maybe just more than one is good. Or we could just go for a rocket reckoner to counter the units that counter this flame tank. Which sounds like a plan to me. Alright. Get the flame tank into action, and also these Cabals will be quite an issue for his MCV if his MCV decides to expand, because I can just shoot that MCV, disrupting it quite heavily. And we'll go for more flame tanks here. Alright, okay. And again, we just want to go for more flame tanks right now. Alright, okay. See if we can kill this pit off. Want to try and bail out those rockets as quick as we can. Alright, want to try and avoid these Preds. Of course, flame tanks are faster, so we have no need to really lose those at all. And we'll go for that spike in the bottom as well. He's going to be spamming units to try and counter me. Actually, no, never mind. We won't go for what do you call it? Another reckoner to put the engineer into. All right. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna probably take some damage on his MCV right now. And I have a flame tank here as well. Of course, units cannot deploy in that area of the map. And take this pitbull out real quick. He's not paying attention, so he might lose that. Of course, a flame tank is en route to try and kill that. And yeah, he has predators at his base there. And this Black Hand squad will readily be able to take out those predator tanks, as you can see. And that Black Hand squad also, if he has the third spike down there, we can take that out. And I did just give away the fact that I have a flame tank at the bottom, so that wasn't a good idea, clearing that structure out. And he's going to try and chase that flame tank down. I can probably just go for this refinery instead, delay his economy. Actually, we'll take that out as well. And we can maybe try and get behind the refinery to guarantee its death. As you can see, you want to do that. Just get it behind the refinery. And of course, I still have this alive, so I can get that into action. And as Black Hand, you basically have control of the game. That's how it is when you play as a Nod faction. R12, even though it solved the powerful openings of Nod and Black Hand, their early game tier 1 spam is still just as cost effective as it was previously. And we'll go for some bikes now, actually. Oh! I want to try and avoid this getting into heavy damage mode here. We'll go for the blue field now. We need to go for that blue because it's there for the taking. And see if we can try and take out this spike, his home spike. It'd be nice if we can do that. He's going to try and hunt down this flame tank right now, which is pretty solid of him. See if we can take out this APC and decoy army up these bikes so that these predator tanks waste their shots on killing decoys instead of the real unit. Okay, so let's see if we can kill some of these off. Oh, we're going to avoid losing that. We did lose it though, which is a bit unfortunate. And we'll go for a tier 3. And perhaps some flame tanks and a MCV. I'm going to go for the camp style of Black Hand. Again, we want to keep taking that blue Tiberium since we have the map pressure. And here is a predator tank. We can probably take that out real quick. I forgot about that Black Hand squad as well. Try and get that bike back. And let's see if he has the units here. Yes, he does. So we won't push in just yet. Now, I was thinking of going for a blue flame strategy, but never mind, since it's a bit too late for that. I do still have flame tanks at the bottom here. My plan here is to kill one of his refineries with the flame tank and kill the other one with a catalyst missile. It's a strategy that Bike Rush loved to do in the past, and I think I forgot to cue that harvester there. No, I did not. It's there. I want to get this MCV there though, and want to make sure that all of our upgrades are being upgraded from the tech lab. That is what it's called. Oh, he's still massing Preds, so I think it might be a wise idea to go for... Okay, want to get these over there now and take out his spike. Get this back. And... oh, I actually requested that to go back, but it did not. Alright, so if we can take these tanks out. Tib Vein received a nerf. So, yep. We want to just get the Redeemer out as well, actually. Take out these Preds. Just go for more bikes now. Right, so he's just going to keep going for bikes. I should have gone for Imp at this point. A bit of pretty big mistake, actually. But I will begin to go for Imp now. And get these imp up here. Want to queue that Redeemer so I have firm control over this middle field if he decides to contest it with his Marv. He's going for hammerheads right now. And my tip core finishes just in time. And I don't think I need to keep this anymore. I do have tip core bikes, so I want to try and decoy army these up. And decoy those. Once those are decoyed, I will be able to handle the Predator tanks. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I really need funds right now, so I need to sell some of my base off to get that money. Yeah, I really need funds at this point, so income is important here. I just need to place these turrets down. And I have a few harvesters here, but nowhere near enough to really kill his Predator tanks off. And I feel I had this game wrapped up, but I did actually throw it in the end, so that's probably going to be a good game because he has AP ammo here established. I'm wasting funds on building those up when I have no reason to. I need to go for an obelisk here. But yeah, I feel that I needed to transition between infantry a lot sooner. He knew that I was going for flame tanks in the bottom, so I wasn't able to execute my strategy perfectly with the flame tanks and the catalyst missile. And of course, as you can see, as soon as a few units end up on my screen, I do get some lag because my computer is pretty crappy. But that's going to be GG. I should have maybe gone for Scorpion tanks there. I really felt that I wasn't in the lead, but yeah, perhaps that rush didn't do nearly as much as what I thought it would do. And then we see this economy graph. As you can see, Technique was surprisingly ahead in that game, but I was able to recover in the end, probably due to that flame tank destroying his refinery. But yeah, that's 4-0 to Technique thus far, and I hope that I will win a game sometime anyways in the near future. Tournament Decision is the map this time, and I have got GDI. I've decided to pick GDI now. It'd be very surprising if I win with GDI, considering I have lost with both my Scrin factions and my Nod factions. And guys, you'll be able to see from this video how good I'm playing in these games. Just stunning gameplay. So we will take both the spikes here. He is Nod. There is a risk of him going for shadow teams, but I think if I double racks opening, I'll be able to take at least one of the spikes without him killing my engineers. I believe the one that I sold first will be the engineer will reach that spike in time. Okay, so he's going to take that building. I am of course safe to take this one here. Hopefully he does not go for a sniper team opening, a shadow team opening, like I said. I want to order this harvester to take the Tiberium, and we want to take the spike over as well, and this one. And I have a rifle squad here, so I can probably send that to scout him and just reveal the map all over. Okay, and we'll eco up. No need to go for a pit first, as I have a rifle squad going down the middle here to reveal his base, and if he's going for some kind of flame rush, it's common for Nod players to go for a flame rush to destroy a spike on this map. So he's going to try and anti-scout me here. Of course he has to power down his war factories so that he has enough power, because one power plant will not support Shredder Turret and a war factory and a refinery. And the reason I'm moving my MCV here is so that I can space my refineries. Okay, never mind, he is going for a flame rush. I'm going for some pit bulls to stop that. I could have got that building there actually when I come to think of it. The map is Tournament Decision, so that is actually a good idea. And he has got one flame tank around and about. I need to watch out for that. I probably will move my MCV down here, since probably will go for a Black Hand squad. He probably will send a Black Hand squad towards that spike. So we're going to try and intercept that. And I'm not sure where his flame tank is. Okay, there it is right there. Not sure if he's following this up with a Reckoner. But we're going to go for a op center at tier 2, a command post, so that I can get a grenade squad out to de-garrison this building here, which he will inevitably put grenades into. Well, not grenades, but Black Hand squad. Alright. Again, just want to take that out, and we can save this spike because, of course, we countered this in advance, and we will be able to take this out pretty quickly. I'm going to go for some hammerheads as well and see what he's doing right now. See if he's going for eco or if he's going for... Yeah, he's just going mass eco right now. I'm going to go for orcas actually, and sensopods. And I'm not sure where my other 2 pits are. There they are, right there. Okay, we'll go for some Preds as well, or maybe not. I'm going to get some V35s out so that we can scout him effectively. He is going for double war factory, which is, of course, is standard of technique to go for that double war factory. Alright, 6 orcs is fine actually, when I think about it. Okay, and yep, we now just want to... He has vision there, so that can be pretty bad. Alright, so see if we can try and do something here. Probably we will be able to take out these harvesters. We'll be able to take out at least 3 harvesters here. And 4 harvesters goes down, so that's pretty nice. I have enough Preds as well to kill off those bikes and stop him from effectively intercepting these orcas from landing. So yeah, he is now forced to respond, or he's going to try and hunt down this harvester right now, so we've got to try and watch out for that. And he's going to try and kill these orcas on the deck, which is not a good idea because orcas also double up as a counter versus the bikes. As you can see, those bikes do get pretty much smashed by orcas. Alright, so that's pretty good. At this point, I'd imagine you'll just go into infantry. So yeah, I know that I scored a massive win in that engagement, so at this point I am just going to eco up, and I will capitalize on my advantage. So yeah, I've got so many Preds here, I don't think he's going to be able to hold versus these. You can see he's got an upgraded power plant in the back which is undefended, so I will be able to take that out as well. Take these out real quick. And that is those are as good as dead. And 2 stealth tanks clumped up there, pretty nice. And of course he doesn't have any power to drop his obelisk since I just sniped his tier 2, not his tier 2 but his power. He won't have any power for it. Might be able to reveal those. So I can see these stealth tanks. And just want to try and reveal these harvesters. Get the AP ammo as well, because if he does somehow recover in this game, he will probably do it through infantry. So I want to have the counter already for those. Alright, so this game is looking pretty good so far. So far I've made some pretty stunning decisions Especially, I've never actually thought until now that it's worth sending the MCV to the spike to drop a command post and clear the building with a grenade squad. Like, that was actually something I came up with just then. And the Orca transition, well, he went for bike buggy, but he couldn't mass up enough, and of course I got him out of position. So that pretty much decided the game when he lost 4 harvesters and I lost nothing in exchange for that. Alright guys, we continue with another game versus Technique on the map Small Town Arena. And I have gone GDI again. And yep, gotta say the mandatory good luck, have fun. In RTS games you should always do that. And we're going to try and take these bunkers. It's very important that you do that on these maps, so that you can see there and see anything coming, for example flame tanks, of course. I already mentioned that on the arena game that I did, that it's important that you scout the map and have your scouting squads everywhere. Of course, the reason I lost the arena game is because I reacted poorly to what he was doing, and I built slowly, I believe. Again, I'm going to have to watch these games back to know for sure if I made a mistake or not. Alright, so we'll garrison up these buildings, take this over, and yeah, I think I have a good perimeter of vision right now. We'll go for a harvester before a pit scout, because he's not Black Hand, so the rushing options he has isn't as cutthroat as Black Hand. I mean, you have a chance at least to stop a flame tank compared to a veteran flame tank. And of course reckoners now are not as fast as they were, so you have more time to react. We're going to go for some pits though, I believe, or just one pit actually. Just one pit is fine in case he goes, like, again for the dual war factory. And we're going to go for an expand as well. I need to see what he's doing, if he's going to be expanding or if he's... Or actually he's going for bikes. Okay, he's going for bikes. So yep, this could be bad. Alright, want to get these out as soon as possible. Alright, get these harvesters back to work. I didn't lose any harvesters there, which is the main thing. And did I get a glimpse of his base? No, I did not. Alright, so his bike's coming back once again to do some damage to me. But Technique, with his micro, he's not gonna lose anything there. I'm gonna trick him and go for this field. If he expands, he will probably go for the other one. So this will allow me to... Oh my god. So yeah, he's going to try and go for this harvester. I'm not sure if it'll be worth it though. And again, I'm going to try and trick him if he decides to go for an expansion. And oh my god, I just sent one of my harvesters to his field. Again, that's a mistake I made versus Technique in the tournament. Alright, so let's see what... I'm not sure what he's doing once again, so I need to scout him. That mis-rallied harvester, though, definitely going to affect my income in a negative way. And what you can do to force your tower to shoot faster is, you know, order it to do that, like that. I'm not sure what he's doing, if he's going for a double war factory here. Seems like he is. Okay, try and focus this bike down, and when you're playing Predator tanks versus Scorpions, you know it's going to be a bad day for those Scorpion tanks. So let me see where he's expanding to. He's going this way. Actually, we'll go up to this field now. On this map, it's kind of like a guessing game which expansion your opponent's going to, because each one is spaced evenly. Alright, okay. So he's going for that field by the look of things. I'm also going for that one. Alright, so yep, we're just going to send everything up to his field now. And we're going to drop a war factory as well in the on the front line here. There is a ramp there, so it will take a while before I'm able to expand. But yeah, we're just gonna try and kill his MCV right now, basically. And I expect he will have a flame tank coming up there, so I need to watch out for that. And I'm not sure how he's going to hold versus all these Pred tanks. It's going to be very, very hard for Technique here. Alright guys, sorry to interrupt this video, but I did experience some recording difficulty in this game. So this game will prematurely end because I don't have the rest of the footage for it. However, I did want to include what there was of this game because of the mind games that were involved. So yeah, there is one more game coming up, so stay tuned for that. Okay guys, this will be the last game on Tournament Airstrip. And the game I had before this was actually on Small Town Arena. I did win that game, but I had a lot of lag of recording on that map. I'm not sure why some maps lag more than others, but yeah, seeing my CPU is at like 10% and my GPU is at 20%, I really don't know what the bottleneck is in this game. It must be that it's because it's a single core only game and you need a very powerful single threaded CPU performance or something like that. I'm thinking of going for 2 engineers, but yeah, never mind about that. I'm just going to play stock standard and take our spike and see if he's taking the bottom here. It's unlikely, seeing how GDI has this superior scouting unit, that Nod would contest them at this spike. So yeah, I'm just going to take this one here because my scouting squads are faster. I'm going to take our respective spike and see if he's going for the spike here. Not really, although I could have taken that. But again, if he went like for a shadow team opening, as crazy as that sounds, I will lose my engineer and I will most likely be behind as a result of that. A bit of a delay queuing my harvester there. Struggling to find my hotkey sometimes. But yeah, that spike will remain uncapped in this game, for now anyways. Alright, so since our squad is faster, we can always just ignore those. Again, the priority here is to scout him over anything else. Actually, I should have just avoided that and just scouted his war factory. Okay, his war factory doing nothing. It's not queuing anything right now, so that informs me that he's just going for eco. I see his MCV right there, so I can see that if he's going to expand or not. On this map, it's very potent to go for double war factory, so I'd imagine he'll do double war factory here, and I will do the exact same. I'm going to go for 2 war factories and try and cut off his scout right now, because I don't want him to know that I'm also going for a double war factory. I want him to go for bike buggy so that I can go for pits. But yeah, he's got the middle of the map scouted, and I should have my second war factory up now to go for mass pits. Garrison up that building there, and we just need to mass up pits at this point because I know that he's going for a double war factory. If it's anything else like tier 3, then I have that covered with the pits, because you know, fast tech stealth tank, when your opponent goes for double war factory pits, you know how that's going to end up. Pretty much going to only end up as a result, as a loss for the Nod player. Now, I'm not going to pick the engagement here, I'm just going to try and locate his bike buggy so that I can go and kill it. Alright, so we're going to just ignore his units and go up here and see if we can try and kill some harvesters of his. It'd be interesting to see if he has anything there or not. Alright, so now we're going to switch to harvesters and attack him in 2 sides, essentially at this point. Alright, okay, I'm not sure if he scouted that group of pits. I'm going to see if he has harvesters here. He has none, so I had the opportunity again to kill that harvester there, because I went for a double war factory. Now I don't think he has enough bikes to hold off versus these pits. We are going to kill this bike though. And yeah, he's not leaving anything back at home. Okay, he is leaving something at home. Yeah, he must suspect that I have units there ready to attack him. I'm going to transition to mass predator tank now. So yeah, we're also going to split one of these pits off so I can detect if he's left his base or if he's still camping there. Seems like he is just camping. Okay, go for mass preds. And yeah, here is his bikes coming. Also want to probably just consolidate all of our bikes so we can use them to defend our base right now. Alright, so we need to defend versus these bikes pretty much urgently. Alright, we will be able to trap them though, so we will be able to take all these bikes out. And just mass pred at this point. Now we don't have to worry so much about clicks now because of course they got nerfed, so the only thing we need to be cautious about is of course laser capacitors. However, we can counter laser capacitors with either hammerheads or tib core or railguns, which I'm going to choose hammerheads in this game as my method. Or maybe not, maybe orcas is the way to go. But it seems like he's going to try and engage me with some of those scorpion tanks. I need to know if he's going for venoms though. That's really the only thing I'm worried about. Though I do have a bunch of pitbulls to counter venoms if he decides to train venoms to counter my air. Again, it's a battle of the mind games right now. You have to try and guess what your opponent's going to do. And yep, I have orcas out. He's made a lot of bike buggy, so this will affect his ability to counter my my ground army a lot. So that's pretty bad for him. Alright, so we will be able to take out some of these scorpion tanks with the orcas. Those orcas can get sent back to base, and those are as good as dead. Oh, actually, that was a big mistake. I was actually meant to send those back to base. Damn. Pretty horrid mistakes happening in this game. Can send these over there though. These V35s. If it were R9 or I think it was, I'm not sure what iteration of patch 1.2 plus that was fixed, but before the V35s were controllable if you did it in a certain way. Alright, so I have pretty much firm control over this. I'm just massing up Preds, and Preds is essentially how I'm going to win this game. He is probably going for Tib core, I'd imagine. I have a load of orcas though, so I want to engage him though before he has Tib core. So yeah, this might be the best timing now. See what's going on over here. Maybe I can snipe some power plants. He did just make the same mistake as me though, which is easy. I'm not sure what kind of ability he was meant to make there, but yeah. But I am going to take out all these the scorpion tanks right here. And he did just go for laser capacitors. I might just fly the orcas over to tank some damage. But at the moment, I mean, I have this game pretty much wrapped up by the look of things. I can even just keep his power down so that his obelisks aren't able to respond to these predator tanks. So anyway, guys, that was another game on Tournament Airstrip, neatly executed by myself, might I add. But yeah, those first few games versus Technique didn't end up going in my favor. I think I could have won some of them if I made some different decisions, but in the end, it was somewhat of a decent attempt at a first-person video. Anyways, I will see what I can do about the lag, and guys, you can expect more of these videos to be posted more regularly. Hopefully, I get better and more in form, so I can provide more quality gameplay footage. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Anyways, this is Masterleaf. Peace out.